trophy is being handed over to the President of Sri Lanka Rugby, and this also signifies that this trophy is open for competition. The General Manager of Nippon Paint, Mr. Nippon, will be handing over the sponsorship agreement for the season 2022-23 to the President of Sri Lanka Rugby, Mr. Ridley Liana.
We see is even after the 2 years of COVID, when we started playing, the clubs immediately got into action. The boys were sort of keen to go out, show their culture in the game, and the competition is going to be very tight. But this year is going to be a very tough challenge.
As Nippon Paint Lanka, we have a responsibility towards local coaches and young people to showcase their skills. So this is an opportunity for Nippon Paint as a sponsor and for clubs and young people to come out and play rugby.
Very good evening and welcome to HAVELOCK Sports Club at HAVELOCK Park. It's a beautiful day here down in Colombo, as arguably the best game of the season. Yes, we had one of the cracker and much look forward to as well, because this is going to see who will finish on second, who will finish on first. HAVELOCKs have already dropped a game, but KANDY still the only unbeaten team, and CRNFC also at third, just losing one game to KANDY Sports Club. HAVELOCks taking on KANDY Sports Club here at HAVELOCK Park. We are coming to you live for the Sri Lanka Rugby Nippon Paid Interclub Rugby season. Joining me on the commentary box this evening is Clifford Surendran. Good evening, Clifford. A lovely day in Colombo, isn't it?
Good evening, Didok, and good evening to all our viewers. Yes, it's excellent day, beautiful day here, nicely done park, and it's going to be the game of the season, I would say. And also this is going to be a close encounter. But if you look at the last few games, and everything's been very much a close call, which is very exciting to watch, and I'm sure it's going to be another treat to watch today. And also talking about the weather, it's fantastic, and more importantly, the atmosphere is great, and you can see the car park is pretty much like packed outside, and crowd is gradually building up. So don't go anywhere, stay glued to your screens, and we're going to bring you a fantastic wonderful game of rugby.
Just a few minutes ago, the KANDY Sports Club team warmed up under coach Fazil Marija and Buddhika Talagampala, legends of the game, taking this young KANDY team throughout this season. Clifford, it has been a very injury-hit season for them, a tough season for them. They have scraped through with close wins, but today is going to be a real test, isn't it?
Well, that's for sure, because see, the police game I was there, and that was a pretty much of a close call, and also surprisingly, police, not actually surprisingly, to watch a treat as well. Police been doing so well, and KANDY was really fighting hard for their points, and they were really made to work really hard. But I'm sure, Martis on the other side, that's going to be a test between the coaches as well here.
Yeah, Sanat Martis, Lakala Pereira will lead this HAVELOCK team. Have dropped 2 games already, one against CRNFC, one against Police Sports Club. They have everything to play for to gain that top position, or the number 2 position in this league, whereas CR hold the number 2 position at the moment with KANDY on top. So HAVELOCks under the watchful eyes of Sanat Martis, playing in their home ground, and that is what they will try for today.
Well, also you're talking about the young fresh forwards, those who are playing for KANDY Sports Club, and also a couple of guys in the 3 quarters, and they have done exceptionally well to stand their place, and I'm sure they will do well as well.
Yeah, let's go for a short commercial break. When we come back, it's going to be live action from HAVELOCK Park.
වර්ණරසකි මන බඳිනා විශ්වාසේ හද බැඳුනා ජීවිතයේ රසමවනා
වසර 130ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන්
Nippon Odorless Paints තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles. Original equipment manufacturer approved Max Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
Welcome back as the match lineup is happening currently at Havelock Park. We are ready for kickoff in a bit as the introduction for the dignitaries will happen in a little while. There you go, Damit Disanayaka coming back today will be a big boost for KANDY Sports Club this evening, along with his big front row Charles Praveen and also Malita Vijayasundara, who have been carrying this team throughout this season because of so many injury concerns in that KANDY forward pack. Clifford.
Used to working with the big guys and big names and gaining that experience, so the exposure is what is needed for them. And I think this season has provided so much exposure to a lot of youngsters.
Yeah, it has. It will stand in good stead, Clifford, when it comes to crunch games or developing a squad in the future. Havelock on the other side, led by Vimukti Rahula. It's a special day for Mithun Hapugoda today, playing his 100th game, club game. For Havelock Sports Club. It is going to be a day that he will remember forever. A player who had his ups and downs but has come through the ranks. There you go, number 23 with the ball, Mithun Hapugoda. He's playing his 100th today and it's going to be a great day for him, isn't it? Player has donned the Sri Lanka jersey as well.
Good to see Heshan Jensen coming in as a scrum half and along with Nigel Ratwat, Dinaleka Nayaka, Tarinder Ratwat, Lavanga Pereira, Kavindu Pereira, and it's going to be very exciting what Sri Natsuri Bandara playing at the fullback. And also if you look at the Havis, it's Abdullah Faiz, Amir Fajrin and Shenuk Herat forming the front row along with Shan Dias and Nizran Mohammed, and also Nepula Tukorla, Janindu Fernando, Nivanka Prasad, Ravin Fernando coming in as the linky player along with Tanaka Tandimal, Ramesh Fernando, Dinu Paseniviratna, Randita Varnapura, Chetana Rajaratna along with the Mithun Hapugoda, who is playing the 100th club rugby game for the club.
Chanaka Chandimal comes in place of Sandesh Javikrama in that lineup, Clifford. So they have brought in experience for the crunch game today, who has been dropped to the bench. And also the skipper, Vimukti Rahul, also coming off the bench as young Ravin Fernando will take the starting position at number 9. All ready for kickoff as referee for today, Gihan Yatavara, who will handle this game, has now gained plenty of experience. Prageet Veranga and Ajit Kumara will be his assistant referees. Yes, Chanaka Chandimal kicks off to the far side of the ground to Heshan Jansen. Jansen takes no risk and puts the ball back into a line out. A good kick to start. Good start of play as well.
Well, not really under pressure, but collected cleanly and did what is needed to be done at that point. And that gives like an ample space, or rather the territory for them to come back in. KANDY already on the move.
A line out option on the 50-meter mark. on the 50-meter mark. This is Azmir Fajruddin. First of all, straight away, KANDY. Issues were with the lineouts, but they have managed to get this right this time straight away. Tarinder Atwat off to Lavanga Pereira now, has one on the outside, coming to Pereira, shows and goes. Lavanga Pereira onto the 5-meter mark. Here's Heshan Johnson going to the short side, and the first try coming up for KANDY Sports Club through Tarinder Atwat. Wearing a number 36 jersey at the back, playing at centre, however. He has been a magical touch, Clifford, this season. First try last week, first try this week. Great start for KANDY.
Well, seems like it's written on the cards here. Havelock's already down by 5, and good start for KANDY Sports Club. Very tactical and clinical move. They opted to go with the 3 quarters, and they managed to find that gap. And it's just simply like a little bit of overloading, and that actually benefited them. So 5 points to 0. Good start for KANDY Sports Club. Not even 2 minutes on the clock. And this is going to be a little bit of hard work from now onwards for Havelocks.
A very interesting point, Clifford, is that this is how exactly KANDY started last week as well. However, over the first 20 minutes was so good, then they let the gas out the pedal. So they need to make sure that they hit this 40 very hard to remain on top.
Obviously, it's going to be very crucial. The first half is obviously it's going to be a decider. And I'm sure Havelocks they must be having a lot in their box as well to come out with. But this is going to be a rocking start for KANDY Sports Club, and I'm sure they'll be building from here onwards. But I agree with you, but I'm sure they would have done their homework. And 2 points added, that's going to be 7-0. So Tarinder Atwat adding the 2 points as well along with the try, and that's going to give a good lead for KANDY Sports Club.
The highest point scorer of this season. And you know why he is the highest point scorer? Because he keeps on putting those kicks, and also a try scoring machine. He's there in supporting lines, and that's when you reap the benefits of the hard work. Chanaka Chandimal once again going to the same direction where he started off the kick. This time short, giving the option to contest. Good pick there by Ramesh Fernando. Now the ball comes out to Chanaka Chandimal. Outside to Randita Varnapura going into contact just outside the 22 for Havelock Sports Club. Azmir Fajruddin coming into access a scrum off now. Going into contact is Abdullah Faiz. Ball coming out once again. Havelock Sports Club stringing in their faces as Nivanka Prasad has been brought to ground. Chandimal once again to the center field. Good bustling run there by Shenuka Herat, the other prop forward. Both props getting the touch early in the piece. Yes, Mithun Hapugoda, always dangerous with ball in hand. As Varnapura takes the ball into contact once again. KANDY have turned over ball, and Johnson once again puts the ball into space. The chases are on. Chandimal chasing this ball just outside the in goal. Now he has taken this, and he has done well to get out of that position. Here's Hapugoda once again, has tracked back well. Now the ball stays back in for KANDY Sports Club. Tarinder Atwat has dropped that ball cold. Referee has let play go. Looks like he held on to that ball, and he scores under the post. That was a very close call.
Well, we were a little bit puzzled, but it was a call back by the referee. Nobody heard that. And well.
Obstruction. Looked like play continued. Cameras just followed the ball carrier, but unfortunately, obstruction for Ratwate. And opportunity missed. KANDY looking very, very dangerous in attack. Here is Hapugoda, or rather Chanaka Chandimal, putting in a flat kick after the 50-meter mark. Good attacking position for Havelock Sports Club.
It is, but it seems like Havelocks are yet to get out of the blocks. It's too early for them, considered a try already and trying to find position. So they have to work their way through, and KANDY is not giving much space for them. And this is going to be very exciting contest. I can see that from the beginning.
Azmir Fajruddin get this light on the mark this time. A good attacking opportunity. Chanaka Chandimal gives it to the big man in center field. Janindu Fernando. That was a Very, very bad pass over the top of 3 running players. Into touch it went.
Well, seems like Javi's little bit unsettled, and well, KANDY is going to get definitely benefit from that. And well, it was fantastic. You were talking about Tarinder Rathwat saying the stating the highest point scorer. Well, obviously he's always there. Like, his runs are fantastic, his movement is fantastic, and always being there at the right time at the right place.
Damit Disanayaka gets the first line out after his injury concern to Tarindu Chaturanga. Now Rathwat, a lovely short ball to Lavanga Pereira once again.
Well, I think that's a call for a forward pass, I guess, and maybe it was too close. Difficult to spot with the naked eye, but I think referee was there at the right time at the right place. But again, looking at that move, you can see the way the 3/4 movement. It's fantastic. KANDY has a plan.
A lovely short ball just going off in front of the running line. On that occasion, Tarinder Rathwat held that pass for a couple of seconds. It was the right decision because the defense was right in his face as Ravin Fernando. As Chanaka Chandimal now puts this ball in there. Good take there by Dina Lekanayaka on the far side for KANDY Sports Club. Now Jansen. He's also looking to box kick. No rugby inside their own half. That is what KANDY have come out clearly today and putting a lot of pressure. A good tackle. It's a good chase there by Tarinder Rathwat. Look at that. He's pumped up. Not a person who shows a lot of emotion. But that was a very, very, very good chase and bundled out into touch.
Well, then it seems like it shows a lot. And it shows the weight of the game and also what's going through their minds right now. 7-0, KANDY is leading. And that was a good chase, in fact. Tarinder Rathwat creating a lot of problems for Havelocks at the moment.
Looks like the assistant referee. The call has come from the assistant referee for offside. So it's a scrum for Havelock Sports Club.
Well, obviously the skipper Damit Disanayaka inquiring. And Havis back inside KANDY territory.
Ravin Fernando feeds the ball into the scrum. Havelocks backs in the motion. Here is Fernando again going into contact. This time shrugs off a couple of players. Ramesh Fernando. And that's right on top of the ball is Kavindu Pereira. So Havelock Sports Club are turning over position every time they gain a few meters. As Nigel Rathwat this time gets the contact right. A lovely spiral kick takes ball into the 50-meter mark. Another attacking opportunity for KANDY. Damit, we need to get this line out right. Going for a shorter line out, a 5-man line out. Going short, a very good decision there by Damit. Experience counting on. As Tilina Bandara takes the ball into contact. Now Heshan Jansen. Good charge down there by the Havelock's second row. Shehan Dias. Ball goes into touch. Heshan Jensen, they are trying to clear off the base, Clifford. But equally, Shehanda is now a very, very experienced lock in that Havis lineup. Make sure that he doesn't go beyond him.
Well, Jensen's clearance was pretty obvious. It was coming and well spotted by the second row there. And good block. And again, KANDY under pressure at the moment. Havelock's back inside the KANDY territory.
Get the line out right. Chandimal, a lovely switch to the big prop forward in centre field. Shenuka Herat, referee playing advantage for Havelock Sports Club. Here is Mithun Hapugoda, which is dancing feet, goes into contact. A very good body position there by Randita Varnapura. Here's Chandimal. Opportunity now for Havelock Sports Club. But forward pass says referee Yatavara. But a penalty for not rolling away. Number 6, Tarindu Chaturanga from KANDY Sports Club, known as Aheli, up in Nittavela. Clifford just inside the 40-meter mark. Havelock's going for 3 points, not a bad decision.
Well, sensible thing to do. They need the points on the board. Already down by 7. This is a way of reducing the deficit. And it was Dinupa Seniviratna who was running through that, trying to go for the line breaker, and he was brought down. And the tackler was not releasing the ball, or rather the ball carrier, and resulting in a penalty. But these are things that you're going to see quite often. Both the lines are, both the three quarters are working really hard. You can see that, and you can see how the formation of the three quarters in this game, both of them are deep down and wide on the flanks, and you can see that's going to be a lot of work, or rather a lot of exciting moves going to be happening in the game. And while the forwards are fighting it out, I think most of the time, I think these games so far, it's been pretty good contest between the three quarters as well.
Absolutely, Clifford. And that 3 points was one of the most pressure kick that Tanaka Thandimal would have kicked, because he had very few seconds on the referee's clock before going in for that three-pointer. As Nigel Ratwate now will restart. Here's Chanaka Chandimal, also from KANDY. Nigel Ratwate puts this kick behind. A lovely hanging it kick. Good take by Shehan Dias. Takes the ball into contact. Fernando. Huge hit there by Charles Praveen. Fernando once again. Off to Chandimal. Taken back inside the 22. Cannot kick on the full. Waiting for that is Srinath Surya Bandara. Bandara steps off a couple of players. This is why he's so dangerous at fullback, because he's given that extra meters to run. Here's Tarinda Ratwata, flings this out on the outside. Lavanga Pereira going into contact. A lovely pick and drive by Tarindu Chaturanga. Just outside the 22 now, KANDY Sports Club. Heshan Jansen, referee playing advantage. Here is Ratwate. Off to Charles. Again going into contact. Big hit by the opposition prop forward. Tarinda Ratwate. Off to Sanushka Bevikrama. Yes, Srinath Surya Bandara. Srinath Surya Bandara has more space there and gas to go around to score the second try for KANDY Sports Club. Absolutely spot on of what Clifford said just before the game, that this backline is going to be threatening all day if they get it right.
Well, until the moment Srinath Surya Bandara was involved with that collection, I was wondering what was happening to him. And once again, he's so dangerous, and you can see that the beauty about Srinath Surya Bandara is his acceleration. And within the space of 2 meters, he can accelerate and get back to his speed. And that is something important, and that's why he's so dangerous. And like you rightly said, the more space, he's going to be even more dangerous. And try number 2 for KANDY, 12 on the board already.
Yeah, beautiful passage of play, isn't it, Clifford? Off that kickoff, they kicked back. Havelock couldn't kick out on the full because it was taken inside the 22. Havelock's kick back, and it was Srinath Surya Bandara straight away opted to go to the far side. There was enough space for Kandy to attack as Tarinda Ratwatha puts this kick in, and from that onwards they turn back to the shorter side, and Srinath Surya Bandara just in the meters of the touchline, few meters within the touchline, does his magic.
Yeah, with the return kick, I mean, I think Chanaka Chandimal also didn't have much option other than kicking it. But then again, unfortunately, he was kicking against the wind, and it didn't help him at all.
Yeah, good start. Solid start from Kandy Sports Club. Chanaka Chandimal now, again this time, keeps it within play. Dinaleka Nayaka takes the ball and flings that out wide. Heshan Jansen stepping and goes into contact. Kandy trying to secure ball. Damit Disanayaka, the skipper, knew that there was not enough support. Pick and ran into contact. Jansen now comes in. It's still outside the 22. Though Jansen will take this back. He cannot kick this ball out on the full. Keeps the ball in the field of play. And beyond Mithun Appugoda, a lovely kick. It tracks back inside the Havelocks 22 now. A lovely step and run there by the Havelocks player. A knock forward, double knock on. Luckily for Havelocks, that ball didn't go to the hands of Wajid Fahmy. If not, it would have been another try everywhere, written all over it.
So I'm quite surprised to see. You can see all the white shirts down there and what happened to the pink shirts, and pretty much isolated there on that occasion, and that really put him under pressure. This is so dangerous, and you can see all the forwards, how fast they're charging, and they're so energetic, and it's something interesting today, and they've been playing it like full swing from the very first whistle. Usually Kandy takes about good 10 to 15 minutes to pick up and then again start moving, but here from the word go they've been attacking.
Yeah, Clifford, both teams were so energetic in the warm-ups, and I was just thinking to myself, it is a little too hard because they know it's a crunch game, and that's exactly what they were doing. As now the ball comes out to the second man play here, Srinath Surya Bandara once again gives it to Kavindu Pereira. Pereira cuts back in just outside on the 5-meter mark. Going into the short side is Dinaleka Nayaka, who has come around a long way from the far side of the wing, and Kandy picking and driving. And another try for Kandy Sports Club. Looks like it's still in a Bandara. Eventually has scored that try.
Well, seems like the right flank is causing a lot of trouble for Havelock Sports Club. They need a little bit of cover there. Third try going from the same spot. And that has been the entry point for Kandy Sports Club, and they've been capitalizing on that. I think Kavindu Pereira is the try scorer. And that's try number 3 for Kandy Sports Club. And once again, beautiful three-quarter move to carry the ball so forward, and good covering defense coming in, but not good enough to stop that try.
Yeah, lovely first face ball, isn't it, Clifford? It just went through the hands of the players, all the players in motion. Havelock defense was looking at the players that were oncoming and not drifting to the side. That is creating a lot of space on the outside. And Srinath Surya Bandara is hitting that line of the 13-14 channel at pace and giving it out wide to Kavindu Pereira. If this trend is going to continue, it's going to be a very long evening for Havelock Sports Club. As Tarinda Ratwatha now with his third gets the distance, not the direction. It'll remain at 19 points to 3. Brilliant start.
Almost 20 minutes on the clock, 19 on the board. And good start for Kandy Sports Club. Havelock Sports Club already under pressure. Conceding the first try, I thought they're going to regroup. But however, the second and the third, it's almost the killer blows.
Kandy adjusting their restart patterns because Chanaka Chandimal has been kicking to the far side, and he's not going to change anything. He will keep on kicking to the far side because he has a lot of hand time in his kicks. Heshan Jansen dips into the tackle and makes sure he secures ball. Pick and drive there by Chatura Soisa. As Srinath Surya Bandara now comes in. Goes to Nigel Ratwatha, who is in the pocket inside the 22. Kicks this behind. Here is Happugoda. The 100 100 game man, kicks the ball behind, taken by Tilina Bandara, off to Choisa. Here is Sanushka Bevikrama, the newly married, who has come in place once again, goes into contact. Lavanga Pereira taking the ball into contact. Once again, big Charles Praveen busting his way through on centre field for Kandy Sports Club. Here is Ratwate now looking for the cross kick. There is acres of space behind, a lovely spot. Tarinda Ratwate and gains meters and meters on the far side. This is very good from Kandy Sports Club. Havelocks trying to settle to the pace of the game. But Kandy have been pinning them inside, deep inside the half. No rugby inside their own half. Very clear message from Coach Fazil Marija. And very nice to see, isn't it, in motion.
Well, my last conversation, he said we need to work on the finishing, and we can see how they have worked. We can see 3 killer finishes, and every opportunity they get, it looks very dangerous.
Sanat Martis bringing in changes already, has brought out Nepul Atukorala, and in comes Malisha Madhumevan, a young exciting flanker for Havelock Sports Club. Here is Shehan Dias taking the ball into contact. Now comes out to Chandimal. Chandimal trying to step and put the grabber on, and a lovely pick up here. Options here for Havelock Sports Club. Oh, a lovely inside ball, but not going to the hand of the oncoming defense. Yes, Jansen had enough of players on the outside, but put the kick in because there was enough advantage for him on that occasion. Good opportunity, didn't capitalize, Clifford.
That was a brave move too, going for a grabber very close and between the legs almost, but good collection on the other hand, and that was a good move and couldn't capitalize on that. But again, Kandy defense was shattered, or rather scattered, and due to their own mistakes they couldn't close it. If not, would have been another try coming, and this time would have been to Havelock Sports Club.
Yeah, Dinupa Senivirat on that occasion, a lovely no-look pass, but didn't go to the hand of the oncoming player, Jansen. Another opportunity for Kandy Sports Club now. Feeds the ball into the scrum. Sanushka picks the ball at the back, gives it to Jansen. A lovely switch move comes in Lavanga Pereira. Here is Jansen once again, going out to Charles Praveen. Played 80 minutes last week. Here is Damit Disanayaka. Lovely short ball this time to Malita Vijay Sundara. Penalty. Right on top of the ball. The man who is making the difference is just the man who was brought in, Malisha Madhumevan. Right on top of the ball, Clifford.
Good passage of play, but then again, Havelocks managed to turn over things. And that is something important. You have to have tactical play when it comes to certain crucial plays. But here, on the other hand, Havelocks, they are trying to turn things around. But 19-3 on the board. They have a long, long way to go.
Chanaka Chandimal now puts this kick. For the first time they have come just on the opposition 22. Havelock Sports Club with an attacking opportunity.
Pretty good kick deep inside the Kandy territory, and they have the ball in there. That's the beauty about it, Dinuk.
Ajmer Fazzuddin will looking at options, goes to number 4, and Kandy have managed to tap back, but Havelocks have just put the ball on the boot, and then Kandy have managed to regain now. Goes out to Tarinda Ratwate, makes very, very good contact. Ramesh Fernando that is, going across field, looking for the switch, still going on, and a knock forward on the far side by his opposite wing. In fact, it was Randita Varnapura who made the dash across the field and gave to Ramesh Fernando, who dropped the ball. So Havelock Sports Club not going forward on the occasion, botched the line out. A great opportunity for them missed.
Yeah, Dinok, I agree. Opportunity missed again for Havelock Sports Club. Back-to-back 2 there. And on this occasion was a meaningless run across the field. Had the players could have sent it across, but if not, it was difficult to run across the face of the charging KANDY forwards. But on the other hand, KANDY forwards, well, beautiful play. Fantastic charge. Not giving much space or width for Havelock Sports Club. And that's making the difference for the evening.
Lovely ball handling as well so far by KANDY Sports Club. Another penalty. Another penalty.
Well, I would say you're testing the patience of the referee there. Couple of verbal warnings were given.
The bye not right, pulling the opposition play, always dangerous play. 50 meters, Damit Disanayaka calls for a penalty. Tarinda Ratwatte, outside the 50-meter mark. With the little bit of angle, it will be around 53.
So he'll be kicking with the wind. He's got the advantage. And this is going to be exciting. Well, I'm sure Tarinda Ratwatte would like to show off a little bit as well. But this is going to be a class apart, next level.
The last time I saw somebody doing that was Samuel Madhuanta in this same ground. But that was way before. It looks way before, but it was just before COVID because we were stuck inside houses for so long. It looks years and years. Tarinda Ratwatte, can he get his connection right? A very technical kicker, puts his head down, has the distance, but not the direction. A good effort there by Tari, and that shows that that he has the distance, and Havelock Sports Club will now have a psychological block not to give away any penalties in that 40 to 50 meter zone.
Well, obviously, that's what I was going to say as well. Well, the moment you give opportunities, I know KANDY is going to go for points, and it's pretty evident going for a 50-meter kick. And Chanaka Chandimal
puts in a restart. Sanushka Bevikrama waiting for that kick. Here is Tari, holds for a moment and gives it to Srinath Surya Bandara, who puts in another high kick. Chase is on. Tina Lekanayaka misses the first, trying to offload at the back of the hand there. A typical Sunny Bill Williams was Chandimal to Warnapura. Now going into contact is the prop forward Abdullah Faiz, as Ravin Fernando puts this kick behind. Waiting for it is Kavindu Pereira. Looks at an opening, Pereira, and goes into contact. Here's Jansen off to Nigel. Nigel sees an opportunity in front of him. Shows and goes Nigel. Ratwatte slips off a couple of attackers, needs support, pops forward, but at a ankle height. Here's Jansen now, off to Tari, to Praveen. Charles Praveen goes into contact. KANDY in motion, and great opportunity for KANDY Sports Club. Jansen gives it to Ratwatte. Ratwatte goes into contact, knowing that there is enough players coming behind him. Here is Damit Disanayaka, the skipper. Referee playing advantage. Jansen onto the far side. Dina Lekanayaka shrugs off one tackle, goes into contact on the far side. Srinath Surya Bandara also joins in. No advantage, says the referee. He'll come back right in front of the post for a penalty.
A beautiful passage of play there by KANDY Sports Club, making an effort in every phase, and that's going to be putting Havelocks under pressure a lot. And well, the way the KANDY Sports Club playing, the way they're charging, and that's looking dangerous in every move. And this is causing a lot of problem for the Havelocks defense, because see, much of the time, I'm not sure whether they're going to worry about their attacking or they're going to worry about their defense. So most of the time when they have the ball, they're very careful on not to lose that. So having possession is something key for Havelock Sports Club, but right now KANDY's having more of it.
Yeah, absolutely, Clifford. And if you see the other side of it, KANDY has been kicking the ball into Havelock half, and Havelocks has not been gaining that exit outside their 22, and they are making mistakes inside their own half as well, which is costing big time for them so far. As Ratwate this time puts the kick, because that was well within his range. 22 points to 3. 31 minutes on our clock, Clifford. This game has been one-sided so far.
Well, I would say yes and no on that occasion, but Havis tried everything, but they were unable to capitalize on the opportunities they got, or maybe to even to break the line. But Kandy, every opportunity they got, they were able to convert them into points. That's the difference between these two teams this evening, Dinok.
Yes, as Chanaka Chandimal will make the restart. He provides a lot of hang time, as Havelocks looks like have made a change. Looks like Randita Varnapura's hamstring is not doing that great, his left hamstring. So they have made a change and brought in another left winger in place, as Chanaka Chandimal kicks this ball, this time inside the 22. Srinath Surya Bandara once again, no risk rugby at all, puts behind Ravin Fernando, making the Havis backs to work. As Mithun Hapugoda now puts the kick behind, comes outside the 22 and to make that kick. Good contest in the air, but knocked forward by Mithun Hapugoda. That's very good from Havelock Sports Club. Getting out of jail, putting the high kick, putting pressure on the kick receiver.
But after a long lapse, he shows some positive play from Havelocks. And good charge back as well. Fearless Mithun Hapugoda, we know that he is quite good at it. And 22-3, it's going to hurt a lot. There's going to be a lot of talking during the half time. And Kandy Sports Club, 3 quarters, absolutely amazing. Beautiful display of rugby. And the problem, I think, most of the time out of those 3 tries, Havelocks was marking man to man, and you can see Dinal and Srinath Surya Bandara joining the line. That's giving that extra advantage. So that's where all the time when they worked that ball, they ended up in the right flank. 3 tries and 3 tries the entry points for the right flank.
Yes, absolutely. As another scrum opportunity, a set piece opportunity to attack off the base for Kandy Sports Club. Just outside the 50-meter mark. They have been very successful from this position. As Jansen. This time the penalty goes against Kandy Sports Club. Exactly where Havis conceded a penalty before. An opportunity now just to shut this game off in the first half with a positive note for Havelock Sports Club. Sandesh Jayavikram has comes in and he takes off the kicking duties as well in place of Randita Varnapura, who was taken out. Puts this ball into the 22-meter mark. Haven't seen that line-out drive from Havelock so far, which they are very good at.
There were a couple of line-outs, but they won, and they were trying to work that back. But again, I think they were counting on the 3 quarters as well much of the time, and also the crucial one inside the Kandy territory, and they were not able to win that. But on this occasion, it was a close one.
Goes to number 6, but that man was played in the air, Shehan Dias. This is going to be trouble for the Kandy jumper. And that's a yellow for Wajid Fawmi for playing the man in the air. Another opportunity now. Havelocks can go deep in to the Kandy half, probably for the first time in this game. Javikrama puts the kick to the 5-meter mark. Now with a man shot in the forwards for Kandy Sports Club, a great opportunity to attack.
Yeah, could be the rolling ball will be coming up now, and one man down, that's going to definitely help them. And it's a crucial player
Referee playing advantage. Look like Kandy engaged a little earlier as Sandesh gives it to Chandimal. Here's Apugoda, puts the kick behind, and Tarindu Chaturanga touches it down, but referee will come back for advantage. No arms tackle, says the referee, and looks like Clifford that it was. Here's Wajid Fawmi.
But I feel bad for him. His hand just got tangled during that line out, but then again, it's part and parcel of the game, and the referee's call is the final. But again, the second opportunity that Havelock's having inside the danger zone for Kandy Sports Club, and the first one was missed out. Let's see whether they can make this one count. 14 to 15, and they have the numerical advantage on the field.
Sorry, Kandy not contesting the line out, waiting till it comes down and engaging early and pushing them back in the early hit, early exchange. Very good from Kandy Sports Club. Now holding on as Havis going to their famous rolling maul. Kandy managing to hold on. And now they will use their pick and drives. Going into the first pick and drive is Shenuka Herat. Another penalty. Again, not releasing this time. Sandesh will have no other option just to go for the line out, Clifford.
Well, back-to-back three, still unable to cross that line. And I'm sure Havis must be really frustrated. But on the other hand, Kandy under pressure at the moment.
Under pressure, but they are defending or attempting to defend that rolling maul well. So far, they have been conceding penalties. This time, it's a loose ball, and straight away pouching on that is the Kandy loose forwards. Here is Havelocks now. We look for other options. Abdullah Faiz takes the ball into contact. There are some heavy forwards in that forward lineup for Havelocks. Shehan Dias this time, gaining a couple of yards. Shenuka Herat, another pick and drive, but a knock forward. So this is exactly has been the story of the day for Havelocks, isn't it, Clifford? They have tried and tested, but not come out without making a mistake.
Absolutely, three opportunities back to back, just within touching distance, and it's a turnover ball for Kandy. Well, loss of concentration, or maybe too much that they're trying to do, and but on the other hand, Kandy defense has been very solid. They've been putting Havis under pressure, even though it's inside their danger zone. Fantastic bit of play there by Kandy Sports Club, and I'm sure Havis, they must be kicking themselves.
Yes, usually a go-to position, they just love it and drive it and score from there. But a big psychological boost, that is for Havelock Sports Club. The maul is not functioning well. Here's Johnson. This time it will be a pressure scrum for Kandy. Sanushka Bevikrama playing at number 8. First time in the season as Ratwat puts the ball, keeps the ball in the field of play. Very interesting. Here's Hapugoda now. Mithun Hapugoda steps off Dina Lekanayaka, throws the long ball out wide to Dinupa Seniviratna. Seniviratna goes into contact. Ravin Fernando looking for options, looks at the short side. Has Chanaka Chandimal going into contact, taken down by Sanushka. Fernando to Sandesh Javikrama. Open space, throws the ball forward. Ashmir Fajurin had 3-on-1 on that occasion and was too eager to get that ball out wide and throws the ball out wide. It was in fact Faiz Abdullah who made that mistake.
Well, saw that ball coming and knew there were players lining up on the right, and he was in such a hurry to get rid of that ball and probably lost it during the process. Once again, fourth opportunity missed within the space of 10 minutes.
Injury concerns for Kandy Sports Club.
But on that occasion, they know Havi's line was overlapping, and they had numbers on the right. And whereas KANDY players were trying to regroup, and once again a clear opportunity missed there by HAVELOCK Sports. But I'm sure they will bounce back, and they are working on it. But again, half time is much needed for them right now.
Yeah, they need to regroup and get back, because this is testing them. KANDY have managed to play the gaps very well, have attacked both sides of the pitch very well, because they have the speedsters on the outside. Kavindu Pereira, Dinaleka Nayaka, Lavanga Pereira, Srinath Surya Bandara have all touched the ball plenty of times today compared to the season that they have been having. That's because they're having a solid base up front from the forwards. Here's Heshan Jansen, gives it to Ratwate. Nigel Ratwate this time looks at space at the back. Has he overcooked it? Looks like he has overcooked it a little too eagerly. And that will come back for a scrum in the 40-meter mark.
A little bit over ambitious. They knew the Havi's back line was not really doing well when it comes to high balls and long balls when the ball goes into deep inside their territory, and they want to capitalize on that. But intentions were clear, pretty good, and that's how they capitalized on multiple occasions. But this time, like you said, a little bit overcooked kicked.
Ravin Fernando, that is Sandesh Jayavikram on your screen, who has come in as fly half. Didn't start this game. Chanaka Chandimal started at fly half. Now Fernando feeds the ball into the scrum. Waiting at the back is Nivanka Prasad, holding it, and a good tackle by Heshan Jansen. Ball comes out to Fajudin. He gives it out wide to Nepula Tukorala. Here is Jayavikrama once again, showing and going. Penalty against KANDY Sports Club. Lavanga Pereira, high shot.
Mithun Hapugoda was quickly on to be the king of short taps. Wanted to take it quick, but he's been held back, and
ball was in side the candidate goal line, but Srinath Surya Bandara clearing it for half time. As KANDY Sports Club lead 22 points to 3 at half time.
yeah, beautiful passage of play and good first half for KANDY Sports Club. Started very early on the first minute itself, and from there onwards they were capitalizing. Havis tried multiple occasions to get back in, but not much success. 22-3 the score going into half time. And if you look at the highlights, it was quite impressive looking at how KANDY played, and that was the first move. Lavanga Pereira going down and support play coming in there, and Tharinda Ratwat just cruising through, touchdown, first try, and going for the conversion, and he made no mistake. 2 points added. That was first 7 points within the first minute, I would say, or the second minute. But Chanaka Chandimal replying with a penalty for HAVELOCK Sports Club made these points 7-3. But this is a beautiful move. While the Havis 3 quarters are marking man to man, you can see Srinath Surya Bandara and Dinaleka Nayaka coming in and adding those numbers to the right wing. And this is the second try, Srinath Surya Bandara touching down, and Tharinda Ratwat made no mistake. And the score was 14-3, and this is beautifully once again done. Lavanga Pereira's breakthrough run, in fact Sri Bandara's breakthrough run, and supported by Lavanga Pereira and Kavindu Pereira touching down. And along with that, and that's the final conversion, and with that the score remains as 22 points to 3 at the half time. So we're going in for a short commercial break. Once we are back, we'll bring you more live action. Stay tuned.
Play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Siddha Labor Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Live with joy. Live with nature. Live with hope. Live with trust. Live with dreams. Live with happiness. Inspire your life with colors. Nippon Paint. වසර 130ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන්
Nippon Odorless Paints. තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles. Original equipment manufacturer approved Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
Play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Siddha Labor Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Live with joy. Live with nature. Live with hope. Live with trust. Live with dreams. Live with happiness. Inspire your life with colors. Nippon Paint. වසර 130ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන්
Nippon Odorless Paints. තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles, original equipment manufacturer approved, Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
Play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Sidale Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
Welcome back. It's the Nippon Rugby League 2022-23 coming to you live from Havelock Park. Half-time, 21 points to 3. KANDY Sports Club leading here at Havelock Park today. Exciting game of rugby in the first half. Both teams played their heart out. Both teams played fast, open rugby. But only one team could execute plans. The other is yet to see. The big 40, the next big 40 is going to be played now as Nigel Ratwatte kicks this ball, keeps this ball in the air as Fajuddin takes the ball into contact. Vimukti Rahula has comes in place of Ravin Fernando, the usual skipper, and kicks off the base. Taken there by Jansen this time. Good on the high ball so far, Heshan Jansen. Srinath Surya Bandara now acts as the scrum half. Charles Praveen off to Nigel Ratwatte to Tarinder Ratwatte. Smashes into contact. As now a maul has been engaged with both players, and that was not going anywhere. Tarinder Ratwatte was held up in the air. Body angle lifted him up. And on that occasion, Havelocks got it right. Good start.
Well, you can see Tarinder getting frustrated a little bit, and you don't see that quite often. But today, he's a different character. He's pumped up and showing a little bit of emotions. But on the other hand, halftime talk would have been very solid for Havis, showing good signs the beginning of the second half.
Vimukti Rahula. Feed the ball into the scrum. Nivanka Prasad at the back. Gives it to Chanaka Chandimal. Chandimal puts in a very, very high kick. Tracking back is the two KANDY, wing and the fullback, Kavindu and Srinath Surya Bandara. But managed to retrieve ball is the KANDY Sports Club now. At the pocket is Sanushka Bevikrama. Playing number 8, but a very good kicker because he played at college as scrum half and fullback. So he knows to clear the lines as well. What a good number 8 to have, isn't it?
What a versatile player. Good clearance, a decent one under pressure, and putting few yards back, and Havis have to really work hard again. But that was a good kick and good charge, and actually good bounce as well for them. It favored them. But right now, Havis, they have the ball inside KANDY's territory. They had a good start for the second half. Let's see how they can capitalize on this.
Fajruddin again goes to number 6. It's very obvious that Shehan Diaz is the jumper. Yes, Kavindu Pereira steps off a couple of players, puts the kick behind. He has the speed. Can he go all the way? Good track back by the skipper Vimukti Rahula, and he kicks behind, but straight into the hands of Lavanga Pereira. Lavanga Pereira cuts back in, offloads to Tarinder Athwat. Right man at the right time, as always. Tarinder Athwat scores his second.
Well, what a fantastic passage of play and good breakaway run there by Kavindu Pereira. And from there, the kick and chase was fantastic. But under pressure, Havis trying to put the ball out. Didn't work well. It was gifted pretty much. And Lavanga Pereira collecting it, going in there with the tackle, offloading it to Tarinder Pereira. And like you rightly said, right man at the right place at the right time. And try number 2 for Tarinder Athwat. The score moves up to 27-3.
Yeah, it all started off with Kavindu Pereira, isn't it, on the far side, Clifford. What a bit of footwork shown there by the right wing for KANDY Sports Club. Stepped out, stepped in, stepped out as Nigel Rathwat takes kicking duties and slots in the 2 points. And he saw in front of him there was absolutely no one. Just went in, put the kick behind. From there on, it was pressure for Havelocks. And the skipper Vimukti Rahula couldn't clear the lines. He wanted to kick it across to see some opportunities, but straight into the hands of Lavanga Pereira, who thought he could go by himself, but eventually had the entire KANDY backs behind him. And Tari scores the try, the second one for the day.
See, so far everything has come from the 3 quarters for KANDY Sports Club. And 29-3, massive score. Havis back to score 1.
Chandimal puts the kick in the air. Abevikrama takes the ball into contact. Loses the ball in the contact. Looks like, yes, Rahula now to Ajmer. Fajruddin takes the ball into contact once again. This is stepping out and stepping in is the replacement centre, Iranga Aryapala, who has come in at half time. Vimukti Rahula goes out once again to Sandesh Abevikrama. Chanaka Chandimal running a good line there to the 22-meter mark and winning a penalty for not rolling away. So Havelocks another opportunity, Clifford, on the 22-meter mark.
Well, sensible decision going for touch, and I'm sure they'll get the line out right, and from there the ploys on. But I'm sure they would have had a hard team talk on what to do. But again, this try for Kandy Sports Club would I put them in another step backwards, but they have to rework their numbers. They have to rework their tactics.
So 4 tries for Kandy Sports Club. Bonus point done. 29 points to 3. Havelocks, just the penalty only. Fajudeen goes back. This time have a different line-out jumper in the name of Nizran Mohammed. Kandy Sports Club once again countering the rolling maul very well. At least the first shove so far. And they're pushing towards the touchline. Here comes the second wave of attack from Havelock Sports Club. This is where they will be very dangerous. Ball is at the back. Now they are moving forward, inch by inch, going very close to the line. Referee Atavara wants to have a chat with the assistant.
Well, he was playing advantage, and I think this is going to be a close call. Seems like it is a try. It has been awarded, so that's the first try. And some sensible play there by Havelocks, but this time they managed to get it right. They tried this on multiple occasions, and finally they get that. And this is the first try for Havelock Sports Club, and a long way to go. Dinuk, they had this opportunity on the first half. Thrice they missed it, and right now they were able to get it right. And that's the first try. Sandesh Javikrama going for the extra points. So on the absolute flank. Let's see whether they could get this kick in. Much needed points for them. Kandy defense trying their best. And seems like a good kick. It is. 2 extra points added. Beautifully done by, or rather executed by Sandesh Javikrama. Much needed 2 points. 10 on the board. 29 to 10. Still Kandy leading.
Yeah, very good start for Havelock Sports Club. Hitting back soon after that try. This will give some confidence to them. Changes are working for Havelock Sports Club so far. Sandesh Javikrama, he has looked good from the time he has come in. Nigel Ratwate keeps the ball hanging, looks for an opportunity. Good take by Shehan Dias, a good lift there by the prop forward. Chandimal puts in a thundering kick, huge up and under, and out on the full. So it'll have to come back just inside or just outside the 22-meter line. So that's a long way back. Had the height, but it swayed out on the wind, isn't it?
It did, Dinuk, and this is where the forwards go wild. Doing all the hard work, winning the ball for you, and suddenly you bring them all the way back. And Kandy inside the zone of Havelock Sports Club. Let's see, they're going to make something out of it.
Change has come up for Kandy Sports Club as well. Kavisha Bandara has come in place. As Damit Disanayaka puts it right at the back to number 6 and keeping the ball in hand. Line out is over. Jansen off to Charles Praveen. Praveen puts the ball straight into the hands of Chanaka Chandimal. An opportunity here for Chandimal. He puts the ball to the boot. It bounces and keeps on bouncing just outside the Kandy try line. And the clearance has been made by Kandy Sports Club for a line out. So a great gain there by Havelock Sports Club. Just an extra pass, a little too over-eager on that occasion. And Chanaka Chandimal was on the spot picking that up.
Yeah, massive kick and well, good chase back as well. That is something important, the follow-up. And that's what they do. And KANDY under pressure. But good clearance, but not enough. But I hope they'll survive. It's something like they're buying some time. But in the meantime, HAVELOCK, they are on a roll. Second half, they look a little bit different compared to the first one.
Oh, get off jail card there for KANDY Sports Club. Late charge on the kicker by Ramesh Fernando. Or rather, it was Dinupa Seniviratna who made the late charge. So it'll be a penalty for KANDY Sports Club now instead of a line out for HAVELOCK inside the 22.
Well, you can see the body language. They are gutted, absolutely gutted. They thought they had it, but it's a turnover ball.
On the 22-meter mark. Yes, Clifford. It was all exciting up until that point when the referee Pragit Veranga came and the assistant referee Pragit Veranga had a chat with Gihan Yatavara and communicated that was a late charge for a penalty only. Dinupa Seniviratna, the man guilty on that occasion, going straight in. Penalty against KANDY Sports Club on that occasion. So HAVELOCK have managed to gain position once again on the 22-meter mark. Will put this ball into touch. No surprises there.
Another opportunity presented to HAVELOCK Sports Club, and this is going to be a 5-meter line out, and surely they'll be going for the forwards like they scored their first try. The question is, can they repeat that?
$29 points to 10, 53 minutes on our clock. Knock forward, says referee. Looks like another penalty coming up for HAVELOCK Sports Club. And a player down as well. Tilina Bandara been sent out. Yellow card for him. So a crucial yellow card there against KANDY Sports Club, as they had one in the first half with Wajid Fahmy. He has come back in. Now Tilna Bandara for the same mistake what Wajid Fahmy did for bringing the man in that line out.
Well, actually on that occasion he was not bringing him down. It was an equal contest, but the ball was lost on that occasion. But anyways, part and parcel of the game, and HAVELOCK, they have the advantage. One player down for KANDY Sports Club. 14-15. Tilna Bandara, there you go. He's the player being yellow carded. Very instrumental in KANDY's attack. Wonderful player. But let's see how he's going to make things happen from now onwards.
Azmir Fajuddin goes picked up by Nizran Mohammed. The maul is on. They keep on pushing. This is what they are very good at. HAVELOCK to the 5-meter mark now. It's still going. Referee playing advantage now, as KANDY falling all over the place. Very close to the try line now. Couple of pick and drives will do, because KANDY is short of defense. No try, says the referee on that occasion. Comes back for the penalty. Rahul. They go for a scrum this time. Interesting call.
Well, it's pretty interesting afternoon, isn't it? You know, expectations are high for this game, but KANDY ran away in the first half, and Havis fighting back in the second one, and they're in a very interesting position right now with the ball in hand, 5 meters away, and KANDY suddenly under pressure now.
Yes. Inside their own half, need to defend this. Havelocks on the other hand have a great opportunity once again to get closer to the KANDY line. Referee playing advantage. Nivanka Prasad breaking. Steps off one player. Close to the try line. Nivanka Prasad now goes to the far side. Here's Chanaka Chandimal. Has enough time to draw and pass to Dinupa Seneviratne to score that try on the left wing. So Havelocks hit back 15 points to 29 with plenty of time on our clock. And with one player down as well from KANDY Sports Club side. Dinupa Seneviratne didn't have a good day so far, but now has one for his name.
Well, interesting point there. And capitalizing on the advantage, the numerical advantage Havis had. And they were able to score on the flank, left flank. Sandesh Javikrama was successful with the previous kick from the same spot. Let's see whether he can make it count the second one as well. 29-15. Havelocks fighting back. Good to see that. Not pretty much the first half was belonging to KANDY Sports Club. Second half, Havis. No. Good kick, but not within the post. So 29-15, the score will remain. KANDY will be doing the restart. Another couple of more tries could change the game for Havis.
Nigel Ratwate restarts, keeps the ball in the air, straight off to Fajuddin. That's going to be a yellow, or even more than that. Sanushka Bevikrama has chopped Fajuddin to 2, and Fajuddin is lying on the ground without moving.
Absolutely horrendous tackle there. And I'm sure referee will be calling for a card, that's for sure. But right now, priority is to get the player up. Well, seems like he is okay.
Number 22.
So referee's call is number 22, that is Sanushka Bevikrama. That's going to be the second card for KANDY, or rather third card for KANDY Sports Club in the evening. And that's going to hurt them. 13-15.
It was just a matter of what card is going to be, isn't it? Everyone in the park knew it was dangerous. And a brilliant kick. Superb kick by Sandesh on that occasion. Now a great opportunity. 15 on 13. 29 points to 15. If Havelock score here, we have a game on our hands. And what a comeback it's going to be.
Well, surely so. They have to do that. They have the chance now. This is the third occasion on the second half. They're getting it almost in the same spot. And they are going to go with the rolling ball, that's for sure. And definitely with 2 forwards down. And they'll be having that advantage. Havelock Sports Club with the throw in. Tamil Disanaik must be a worried man. Not a clean one, but able to secure the ball. Havelock Sports Club opting to work it. And forwards going into contact. It's going to be a little bit more carrying forward, but obviously going for the 3 quarters, but not sending the ball out. Javikram running into traffic. A good recycle. That's going to be a through ball. And that's the danger man. Mithun Hapugoda. We're expecting some magic from him. He's got great footwork and he was able to do it. But again, seems like an accidental offside there. A couple of players crossed. And that's going to be a scrum for KANDY Sports Club. In vain. Absolutely in vain. I'm sure KANDY will be breathing a little bit. (29-15). Have putting pressure on KANDY Sports Club. Second half. Heshan Jensen.
Is now putting a lot of pressure because there is 1 man, 2 men extra in that scrum. Tarinda Ratwatta keeping the ball in play, and a very, very good tackle there by Kavindu Pereira, and he goes back and picks that ball up. What a play!
Well, absolute brilliant rugby sense there. Kavindu Pereira goes for the tackle. It was a one-on-one situation and makes it count. And once again goes back in and winning a penalty for his team. Crucial point there.
Yeah, Havelock Sports Club. Couple of individual brilliance here and there, Clifford, but other than that, they have not gelled together so far. But if they look a very, very good cracking side and posing a lot of threats for the KANDY defense. So far in the second half, they have come out very good.
On a layman's point of view, I would say if Mithun Hapugoda is playing as scrum half position, would have been much more different today.
Playing his 100th game. Gets the line out line. Havelocks not contesting. Going behind to Lavanga Pereira. Pereira cutting back inside and keeping the ball in hand with him. As Tarindu Chaturanga clears that. Here's Charles Praveen. Always breaks that one tackle. Off to Nigel Ratwate. Gives it to Kavindu Pereira. Taken ahead with momentum. Ball is out. Now an opportunity. Damit Disanaika takes it. And he will settle this down, the skipper for KANDY Sports Club. No scrum half as Charles Praveen. Big man to big man in center field. Praveen wins that contest. Here's Nigel now. There is enough space on the outside. Mithun Hapugoda will chase it down. But the kick will roll into touch. KANDY slowly settling down.
Well, I'm sure 100 game would have been 9 to 10 seasons, I guess.
Probably, if I'm right, he's playing from 2013. So that's probably 9 to 10 seasons. Played for Sri Lanka as well.
A brilliant sevens player, of course. But he has made an impact in the 15s as well. Mithun Hapugoda.
KANDY have managed to turn over line out. As now Jansen goes to Kavisha. Ball pops out. Here's drop goal attempt by Nigel Ratwata, but off to the left post. No advantage was coming. So just trying to settle the game. Not letting Havelocks to dictate terms.
Just wondering why would he do that? Going for a drop goal under pressure.
I think it's a tactical move. You can see there is one player, Chaturanga, down. Damit was struggling with a bit of cramp, so he wants a little bit of a breather. He gets it, and once again, Srinath Surya Bandara puts the ball into space, and it bundles into touch.
White number 2. White number 2. Change. Now change.
The kicking has been fantastic for both teams, I would say. And KANDY on this occasion kicking against the wind.
Wait.
Namit Disanaka has been taken out. Uticha Jayas Surya, known as Cheetah, has come in.
Where the captain?
Lavanga Pereira will lead the team
Come on.
in place of Damit Disanayaka. As Havelocks now gets the line out right, driving from their own half. Fajidin gets the ball.
No. Get back.
As trying to hold this rolling ball from their own half. Havelocks trying to milk a penalty. But no one. Havelocks is still going forward, so there is some momentum. As coming from the side, says referee, advantage. Here is Chandimal. Gives the ball behind to Srinath Surya Bandara. No advantage. They'll come back for the penalty. So Havelocks now are going to play this game with a 10-man rugby, which is going to be with a rolling maul and the fly half to kick, use the rolling maul, milk penalties and gain distance. KANDY have to be very smart here.
Well, that's what they're good at, but then again, unfortunately, they didn't try that in the first half. But second half, yes, they are practicing it, and they are reaping rewards of that. Oh, excellent kick. Brilliant kick on that occasion. This is the second kick we saw, gaining much territory. And absolutely a sensational kick, I would say.
.65 minutes on the clock, 29 points to 15. Charles Praveen, 80 minutes last week, 66 minutes already this week. Has a big engine on him. Played as a centre for St. Anthony's College. Turned out to be a prop for KANDY Sports Club. Wins the line out. Now once again, Havelock Sports Club putting in the hard yards. Going through the KANDY ball defence. Has been a problem for KANDY Sports Club after that initial set. Once again, the advantage is on. There is going to be no stopping them from here. Now the ball comes out wide. Here is Hapugoda. Offloads it to Chandimal. No advantage. It will come once again for a penalty for Havelock Sports Club.
Well, you were spot on, Dinuk. This is what they're going to do, and they tried it, tested it, and it worked well for them against KANDY. And now they're doing it continuously. Sensible thing to do. They've been trying for the first 40 minutes, trying to get their trying to work things around, but now they have found a way.
KANDY back to full strength in terms of numbers. Sanushka Bevikrama also comes in. Tilinda Bandara was brought in a couple of minutes ago. Now there will be some weight in that pack to stop or try to stop the KANDY rolling maul. 13 minutes to go on our clock. Change coming up for Havelocks as well. Senuka Herat comes out. And Christian Delisle comes in place for Senuka Herat. Delisle led St. Thomas's College. A very good third row player. Here is Kandy Sports Club. This time they have shut the Havelocks first move once again. Havelocks will gain momentum in the second phase. Eventually the ball comes down. Legally, referee not playing advantage. Ball not going forward. Kandy wins the ball through a scrum. Finally, after 3 line-out drives, Kandy have managed to stop it.
Well, obviously they've been waiting for it. They also tried it. And this occasion it worked well for Kandy Sports Club. Being very technical, saw that coming, was prepared. And the first move, the first maul, they were charging against that. And that really helped them to break that maul, to break that momentum. And the ball was held back. Kandy scrum.
Exit very important, Clifford. Because Havelocks have kept Kandy Sports Club inside their half for long periods of time. Whereas Kandy kept Havelocks inside their half in the first half. So literally, on the left side of the field on your screen, there is not much rugby happening. Scrum, clearance. 3 kicking options for Kandy Sports Club. Ball is hooked. Comes out to Ratwate. Ratwate doesn't take any chance. He is put in the high kick, but stays in field. Off to Mithun Hapugoda. Hapugoda takes the ball into contact. Here's Rahula now. Gives it out to Fajuddin. Dinupa Seniviratna has Chandimal on the outside, but he cuts back Seniviratna. Ball recycled to Rahula. Off to Nizran Mohammed. Taking the ball into contact. Kandy trying to counteract. They have managed to counteract. Referee plays play on. Havelocks manage to secure ball on that occasion. Rahula, Havelocks backpedaling, have come outside the 22. Here's Fajuddin. Has been stopped on his tracks and he knocks the ball forward. Would like to see the stats on the handling errors today, Clifford, because that has given loads and loads of momentum for Kandy Sports Club.
Yeah, I agree on that. But on this occasion, good defense there by Kandy, going for it and waited patiently. Didn't commit anything wrong and turnover ball. Havelocks pretty frustrated. You can see it in their face. The body language says it all. 29-15, getting so close on 3 occasions and not able to convert them into points or capitalize on that. But Kandy, they've been really working hard on the defense right now. Second half, Kandy's been putting a lot of pressure on Havis in terms of the defense. Well, we don't see much of the action. There you go, the Havis bench. Head coach Martis and Lakala Perra, the assistant coach, along with the rest of the bench, watching anxiously.
Interestingly, the Kandy feature has been sent out by referee Yatavara. Would like to see why that is. Jansen, 9 minutes to go. Penalty for Kandy Sports Club.
Well, seems like Kandy will take all the time in the world. Ratwat with the ball, definitely kicking against the wind.
He puts in a flat kick and manages, but looks like it was knocked forward. Referee says play on. Staying in is Tilina Bandara. Gives it to Jansen. Jansen to Ratwat. Looks up, sees space on the near side now. Tarinda puts the kick behind. Once again not collected cleanly as Janit Chandimal takes this ball forward. And he puts the kick behind. Waiting for it is Srinath Surya Bandara. Surya Bandara puts this ball in the air. Now Taking it is Nivanka Prasad, running crossfield. Nivanka Prasad trying to link up with Sandesh Jayavikrama. Sandesh Jayavikrama puts the ball in the air. That was absolutely fine. But looks like another penalty against KANDY. Would like to see that replay on that.
Well, it seems like a late challenge, but he was equally going for it. But then again, the kicker was first onto it. And that has conceded a penalty for HAVELOCK, or rather KANDY conceding a penalty. And Havis. It's quite interesting position. Not sure whether they're going for touch. Yes, they are going for touch. And they know their mantra. Pretty decent kick. Not that deep, but good enough. That'll give some defensive space for KANDY Sports Club to defend. And on the other hand, Havis, well, the second half, they're absolutely wonderful, aren't they, Dinuk?
Yeah, brilliant. They have not let KANDY Sports Club come into their half, except for that try from KANDY in the early exchanges. Referee says a penalty against HAVELOCK Sports Club on that occasion.
Right?
That's a yellow card against Nivanka Prasad for lifting a player of his own team in that rolling maul. Dangerous play. That's one of those kind of incidents. Lifting his own player in a maul and getting a yellow card. And KANDY Sports Club now will come outside the 50 meter, just on the verge of the 50 meter mark. That's a big loss for HAVELOCK. Nivanka Prasad out. 29 to 15. 8 minutes or 6 minutes to go. Clifford.
Yeah, that was the third occasion Havis, they had the opportunity, but then again with their own mistakes, giving the ball away and conceding penalties. But that's not going to help them. I mean, they are carrying momentum, but consistency has been lacked.
Going to the short man in the line out. Here is Nigel. Gives it to Sanushka Abhevikrama. Goes into contact. He spent 10 minutes in the naughty chair. Nigel Ratwate. Off to Tarinda Ratwate. Gives it out to Srinath Surya Bandara. Takes into contact Srinath Surya Bandara. Here is Nigel once again. Looking for options. And has a forward running. Referee says that KANDY have secured ball. Here's Praveen, Charles Praveen, off to Ratwata, Lias Pereira, Lavanga Pereira. Has Sanushka on the outside, trying to cut back in his Kavindu Pereira. Kavindu Pereira steps off one. And keeps ball in play. Big opportunity for KANDY now. Here's Charles Praveen. Referee playing advantage. Penalty for offside against KANDY Sports Club. But had he given that ball to the outside, there was enough of players to take him forward and potentially a try scoring opportunity. Lavanga Pereira calls for 3 points, Clifford. I think a very, very, very good move there by the stand-in skipper as another HAVELOCK player is down.
Well, the moment you get the ball, Charles Praveen, you know, he'll be going in for a tackle basically. So he was charging in and he was running into traffic, and that's where the momentum broke there with regard to the three quarters. But then again, gifted in, well, in fact, KANDY was lucky enough to win a penalty, and like you said, it's a sensible decision. They need the points. They have scored enough tries to get their bonus point, but right now 3 points will definitely put HAVELOCK further on pressure. It's just like Christmas sale, you know, there's a penalty over there and here, which one you opt. And it's obvious choice, you're going for the one straight down the post. And, well, like you said, yeah, sensible thinking, going for 3 points.
Buy one, get two free. Tharinda will have only one opportunity though to slot this in just outside the 22-meter mark. Tried one on the 52-meter mark today, but had the distance. Tari.
But then this is going to be a tough one. He'll be kicking against the wind.
Yes, Tari gets the contact right, but he's hitting against the wind. But that's brilliant from Tharinda Ratwat. That needed a lot of power. Here comes changes now for Kandy Sports Club. Charles Praveen out. Finally, Charles Praveen has been taken out in a match. 80 minutes last week, 75 minutes this week. What a prop. And Tarindu Chaturanga, who is making a comeback after injury, has also been taken out. So, Kandy Sports Club bringing in the changes. Now, taking off the kickoff. 32 points to 15. This is going to be a bit of a tough task. Kandy giving their own medicine to Havelock Sports Club. Now, Heshan Jansen looking for opportunity on the outside. Rolling. Penalty against him for holding on, because he went to the wrong side where there were not enough support.
Yeah, Dinuk was isolated on the occasion, saw that and opted to go on the short side, but pretty isolated. But Havis once again coming back inside Kandy territory.
Rumesh Prematilaka and Kavisha Bandara have come in along with Milan Veerasinghe to replace the Kandy front row. So opportunity for Havelock's Sports Club. They have the territory, they have the position. Can they get it right? Once again, going for number 6. This time no rolling maul. Goes it out, giving it out wide to Iranga Aryapala in centre field to break free. But brought down by Kandy Sports Club. Here's Vimutti Rahula off to Sandesh Jayavikrama. A lovely switch, another switch to Janit Chandimal, who takes the ball into contact. Rahula once again giving it to Mithun Hapugoda, takes the ball into contact once again. This is Mohammad Nizran. Havis trying to up the tempo here. Play this game at a high ante. As Mithun Hapugoda puts the kick. That was played in the air. It's going to be double trouble for Havelocks. They will lose position, and also looks like Christian Dilal is in trouble. The replacement for Havelock Sports Club.
Well, it seems like they have his 3 quarters. They ran out of options. They were trying multiple phases, left to right, right to left, trying to swing back on both sides. Didn't work well, opting to go for the chip and contesting in the air. I wouldn't say it was deliberate, it was actually contesting in the air, but it was 50-50. But Suri Bandar was onto it first.
He's a big player for Kandy Sports Club, Srinath Surya Bandara, and they will want him clear for the second round. Looks like they will play Navy next week again down in Valisara. 4 weeks in a row for Kandy Sports Club. The trip that they have made down, they thought it was over, but it was not over. Here's a yellow for Christian Dilal.
Well, I'm sure he must be gutted. It's a 50-50. You can see his body language. So Havis down to 13 now. And Kandy has the advantage. Let's see whether they can make it count.
Both teams have been with 13 players on the park. Ball has been tapped back inside. Yes, Rahula. Problem for Mithun Hapugoda. He let it go on that occasion. Yes, Mithun. Forward pass. In fact, a penalty
Knock on, offside. Knock on, offside. 3.
3 points for Kandy Sports Club. Very interesting call.
Lavanga was first onto it, came running and said, oh, we are going for the post. Quite interesting, but then again, it makes sense. They want to extend the lead, not going to try anything funny. 32-15, almost 77 minutes on the clock as per our screen. And once again, it's going to be a tough ask for, rather tough kick for Tarinder Ratwath kicking against the wind. He did well previously, but once the moment the ball passed the post, you saw it was swinging back in. But let's see how much of pressure, or rather how much of power that he has to put into it.
Ratwath gets the connection once again. No problem with distance. And that's another 3 points. (35-15). This is going to be a very tough ask, or impossible at this stage with the clock running against them for Havelock Sports Club. Tarinder Ratwath has managed to take this game single-handedly out, and Kandy Sports Club are making a couple of more changes. Hasan Johnson, who has been very good in the last couple of games starting for Kandy Sports Club, comes out, as well as Srinath Surya Bandara, replacing his Suranga Tennakon, and as well as Damien Ratwath. Sanushka Bevikrama throws a one-hand pass to Kavindu Pereira. Pereira once again stepping back in. He has been looking threatening today, Kavindu Pereira. Here is Tarinder Ratwath now. Short ball to Lavanga Pereira. Lovely ball. Tennakon waiting inside. And going into contact now. Pereira. Quick ball out to Ratwath. Again inside ball. Trying to play at pace this time, Kandy Sports Club. And a penalty against them.
Called in. Last play.
Last play, says the referee. Just about 40 seconds to go, so 35 points to 15. Kandy will remain unbeaten in the first round, the only team to do so this season. And there has been not a bed of roses for them. It's been a toughest ride ever for a Kandy Sports Club team with multiple injuries.
Well, and so the youngsters, they have done so well. The fresh faces, the fresh legs, you call them in the ordinary season. But this season, the youngsters, they have done exceptionally well for Kandy Sports Club. They've been holding up. And even though narrow victories, they were crossing those lines.
Here is Siranga Aryapala now going into contact for Havelock Sports Club. Want to make this count, finish this on a high note, because they will be playing Kandy in Nittavela in the second round, so they want to make a statement. And that's the penalty that will seal the game for Kandy Sports Club. They have taken it quickly. As Sanushka Bevikrama takes the ball into contact. Here is Lavanga Pereira. Will take nothing off from that. 35 points to 15 at Havelock Sports Club. Something that they came down for. And for Kandy Sports Club, this will give a lot of confidence, and they look unstoppable from here.
Well, very much so. And you can see the smiling faces and how happy they are. And 35, and out of 35, almost 20 came from Tarinder Ratwath. 2 tries, 3 conversions, and a couple of penalties as well. And smiling face, there you go on the screen. But Havelocks, I'm sure they must be really gutted. They tried everything, they pushed everything, and the second half belongs to them. But however, the healthy lead that Kandy had in the first half, that was good enough to do the job for them.
Yeah, absolutely. But Havelocks also had plenty of opportunities, isn't it, Clifford, today? Because they were pinned inside the opposition half for the longest time in the second half of the game, but never were able to put points on the board. So it is KANDY Sports Club once again for another win today.
Well, that's the full highlight package. The first half, Lanka Rugby breaking in and support play coming in from Tarinder Ratwat, touching down for the first try for KANDY. And going ahead with the conversion, makes no mistake. 7 points to start with in the second minute. And that is Chanaka Chandimal firing up a penalty for HAVELOCK Sports Club. And this is a brilliant try once again. Good quick hands. And Sriram Suryabandara joining in from the full back position. And his pace was unmatchable, touching down under the post. Second try for KANDY Sports Club. And once again, Ratwat adding those extra points, which is crucial. 14 points to nil. And this is going to be another one. And good running there by KANDY Sports Club. The move ending with Kavindu Perera touching down for the third try. And Ratwat a penalty before the half time. So that was 22 points before going into the half time. This is the second half, beginning of the second half. Was a loose ball picked up by Lavanga Pereira and going down. The beautiful offload. Tarinder Ratwat being there at the right time at the right place and touches down for his second try. And Nigel Ratwat adding the conversion. And HAVELOCK Sports Club trying to bounce back. They had so much in the second half and they've been practicing their rolling maul. And right now, the second half, they go on to score the first try of the game for them. And good kick there by Sandesh Javikram as well. And this is the second try for them. That's going to be a step inside and touchdown. And good finishing, second try for them. But this is a massive, massive kick by Tarinder Ratwat, kicking against the wind. A good penalty. And this is the final one before the end of the match to close this off. 35 points to 15. That's the final score at Havelock Park. And KANDY, even though there were promising signs from both sides, KANDY having a convincing victory. 4 tries to KANDY and 2 to Havis. And 3-1 conversion. KANDY Sports Club converting majority of their tries. And 3 penalties. And this is the stat card. And that's giving them the extra points as well in the bonus points in the table. 35-15 is the final score.
So that's it. KANDY Sports Club 35 points to 15, finishing this game on the high, unbeaten. The only team to be unbeaten this first round. So they will move into the second round, probably playing Navy at Valisara next week. Havelocks will be playing Sia. So that is going to be a mouth-watering couple of contests in the top 4 next week. And that's it from us. From Havelock Park, Dinuk Bhaskaran signing off with Clifford Surendran. Good night.
Play to win the game. will take care of your aches and pains. Siddhale Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Live with joy. Live with nature. Live with hope. Live with trust. Live with dreams. Live with happiness. Inspire your life with colors. Nippon Paint.
වසර 130ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන් Nippon Odorless Paints. තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles, original equipment manufacturer approved, Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.